the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And a terrific international prospect, Luka Doncic, suiting up tonight. Kenny, it's rare to see someone this young with such a complete game.
You know what? A couple of our friends were talking, me and my friends, about this guy.
When? Yesterday or 2 days ago?
2 days ago. And he's ready. He's strong. He's got a wide frame. He reads defenses well, exceptionally well.
He's good at creating his own shot. He shows a lot of pro-level moves, and you broke that streak of 10 straight.
That'll do it. Both teams ready for tip-off.
Remember that.
Let's send it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
It appears to me that this team has a bit of a hangover from last season, finishing poorly to end it, and they have started poorly here. So you can only conclude that maybe there is a bit of a carryover.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan grew up in California, and he idolized Kobe Bryant. Now, DeRozan says, Kobe was my favorite player. I watched everything he did, practiced almost all his moves, and DeRozan has become a multiple-time All-Star. Kevin?
Well, D.A., you can see that influence. Great stuff. Thanks for the report. Brent, a lot of experience on the floor. Talk about why it's so hard to succeed if you do not have that kind of veteran leadership.
If guys stay around this league long enough, Kevin, they've seen a little bit of everything. And when they've seen those things, the fact that they could communicate it to guys who haven't, sometimes they can keep you calm, make sure you temper your expectations, and then have you understand just how long not only the season is, how long a game is, how long a quarter is, and how long even one possession can be in order for you to be more successful and learn the lessons of this game to be better the next time.
You've had a lot of guys come across your path. Any one veteran that comes right out top of your head who really helped you along?
I'll throw way back to Chris Mullin and the time that I worked a lot with Chris in the early part of my career, just preparing to be in the NBA and talking through stories about the type of hard work, the type of consistent work, and the type of mentality you have to not only succeed individually, but certainly to have team success.
Great story. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. On the wings, it's Doncic and Barnes. And it's Barea in at the guard position. Now, here's Barea. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Brent, when you won your first championship back in 2005, you were inserted into the starting lineup in the playoffs against the Nuggets. What did that feel like?
Well, that was a lot of fun. I joked around a lot about I was replacing Manu in the starting lineup. It was very exciting to have that opportunity, and obviously that team that year going on to do great things. The goal we set out to do was win the championship. Mission accomplished.
Mills with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers. To the paint, here's Aldridge. Makes it off the glass.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Doncic, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Mills. Back to Gay. Outside Gasol. Clock at 6. He kicks to Aldridge. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
So difficult to defend Aldridge inside. He can go around you or shoot over you. Pretty much whatever he wants to do.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Nowitzki. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
Now here is Aldridge. And in the game with the Lakers, he did not play that well. To the inside. Kicks it out to Gay. Off target from three-point range. Now the Mavericks with it. Trailing by 2. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
Here's Mills after Luka Doncic's bucket from deep three-point range. That's good from Gay on the assist by Mills. Gay's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Barea, the pass to Jordan. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barea kicks to Barnes. Keeps it alive. Gasol with the rebound.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Pass to Mills. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Aldridge. Barnes grabs the miss.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Barea. And too long on the shot. Spurs leading by 3. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Now that's a little bit out of the Rudy Gay experience there, used to absorbing contact on the way up.
One of the interesting storylines of this young season, Brett Barry, the surprising early development of a couple rookies in the league.
Early development of rookies is a great thing for a young team because all of a sudden somebody's taking the reins. And I think coaches always appreciate when a rookie comes in, he does the work in the offseason, all that work starts to pay off. But now rookies tend to start looking towards somebody else, or the team starts looking towards that young player as somebody who may be able to handle and carry the weight of the franchise for a little while.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Barnes outside. To the left side wing. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now the pass to Barnes. Back to Barea. Outside Jordan. Here's Nowitzki. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Shoots over Doncic. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Two division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Now, here's Doncic. 26 points for him last game against Utah.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with him.
A nice shot by Barea.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Nowitzki against Aldridge. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Now DeRozan. Coming off 31 points last game. Can't get it to fall. Now here's Doncic. DeRozan defending. And here's Barea. 5 to shoot. Fires it up. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Barea's got 7.
Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll.
Passes to Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Gay can't get it to go. The Mavericks trail it. Here's Doncic. And he hits it to tie the game up. 6 points for him. For San Antonio, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they miss a series of shots, they make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Measury, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Matthews, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Dennis Smith in for J.J. Barea. Clock at 2, outside, Bellinelli. Not going to go that time. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
What a quarter right here, establishing some confidence. 4 of 5 shooting the ball.
Spurs trail by 3. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Now, here's Doncic. Bellinelli is covering. Doncic passes to Smith. Kicks to Doncic. Measury finds Smith. Again, the Mavericks score.
And I like seeing that Smith Jr. has a strong sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Now, here's Walker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bellinelli. Shoots over Doncic. The Mavericks pull it in. Smith kicks to Doncic. Over Bellinelli. Doncic, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
To the middle. Here's Walker. Back to Bertans. Now the dish to Bellinelli. Shoots over Doncic. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
Here is Forbes. The Mavericks making the shot. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Pass to Walker. There's 1:40 left in the first. There's the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks leading. Here's Matthews. The quick look, no good that time. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Shots good by Walker. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now, here's Doncic. Bellinelli is covering. Doncic kicks to Smith. It's deflected. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bellinelli dishes to Forbes. The pass to Pirtle. Passes it to Forbes. There's Walker with the three. Again, the miss by Walker.
Got to get out of his compass and just try to find himself right now and get himself going.
Smith scanning the floor. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Mejri kicks to Powell. Tries again, and Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 11 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Walker the pass to Forbes. Here's Bertans for three. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like he felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's San Antonio up by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Free throws have been a struggle for DeAndre Jordan. He was asked if he'd ever consider shooting them underhanded like some have done in the past.
I haven't. I've never tried it. I've never secretly tried it in practice or anything like that. I think I'm going to try to shoot it regular for a while. And if that's my last resort, then so be it.
You know, he's made some progress with his unusual method, though.
Yeah, him, Drummond, Capella, a lot of the guys who were getting the hack-a-shack treatment have made great strides.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Mavericks, Smith and Matthews in the backcourt. Dwight Powell is out there with Mejri, and it's Doncic in at the 3 spot. Mavericks trail by 5. Smith inside. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Mejri misses.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Loved the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Here's Walker. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Forbes. Kicks to Pirtle, and the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. 11 feet away, and the Spurs scoring again.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Smith with it. He kicks to Powell. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Steps back and fires. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Spurs going the other way now. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The shot's good from Forbes.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Matthews. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And so assured. Can't give an inch of breathing room to Smith Jr. That's when he strikes.
Forbes dishes to Bellinelli. Pass to Forbes. Back to Bellinelli. And it's San Antonio with another.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Mavericks trail by 9. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for San Antonio.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Now here's Walker. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. He gives them a double-digit lead. Walker's got 9.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
Well, if I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it. This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
DeRozan finds Gay. Spurs passing it around. DeRozan against Barea. DeRozan's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 12. Barnes looking around. There's the pass to Nowitzki. Barea, that's a two-pointer. Misses off the left iron. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Gay kicks to Gasol. Now Mills. No points in the game yet for him. Gasol with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Good work there as it goes.
Well, he's a serious catch-and-shoot threat really every time down the floor. Mills has to be accounted for by the defense.
Bounce pass, Barea. Out to Smith. Back to Nowitzki. Hits the three-point bomb. Nowitzki's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Nowitzki is one of the deadliest shooters of all time. Every time he lets it go from deep, you just get the feeling it's going in.
Now here's Gay. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. DeRozan against Barea. And good that time. DeRozan's got 5.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Here's Smith. Barnes outside. Back to Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Spurs leading by 13. Mills looking it over. Dishes to Gay. Passes it to Aldridge. Lets it fly. Mills can't hit. Mavericks trail by 13. Inside. And it's Jordan with the jam.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Outside Gasol. He dishes it to Aldridge. Gay against Barnes. The 10-footer. Gay can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Always positive when you are a willing passer, and that is the case for Smith. Terrific at sharing with his teammates.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Dallas. Good work there as it goes. And it's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
Timeout. Dallas calls timeout. And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, DeMar DeRozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
Here's Smith following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Smith in the post. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. But they'll get another chance. Gay against Barnes. And stolen by Gay. The shot missing. Good D by Barnes.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. He just can't buy a bucket right now.
Smith, no luck.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Mills. The teardrop falls in. Mills has got 4 points in the quarter.
Like the execution on the floater there, Patty Mills is adept at measuring those difficult shots.
And here's Barea outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
DeRozan's shot is off. And it's Barnes with the ball for Dallas. It's a 10-point game. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Smith kicks to Barea. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, nice D from DeRozan.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
For San Antonio, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in.
One shot.
Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin, I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here.
Yeah, well,
he said, ask Brent about the refereeing.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we do. Yeah. Thank you. Davis Bertans checks in for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. Nobody near Barnes. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Bertans, defended by Nowitzki. And here's Mills to the inside. Here's DeRozan, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. DeRozan's got 9.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
Now, here's Doncic. Bellinelli is covering. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Barnes. Down low, Jordan. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Barea. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he's also crafty with how he approaches it. Right there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. Then for the Mavericks, Mejri, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Dwight Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Harrison Barnes. That free throw good from Barea. 1:49 left to play here in the half. Forbes the pass to Pirtle. Over to the wing. That's tipped. Now, here's Doncic. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Barea. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Walker's got 11 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
1:11 left in the first half of the game. Matthews against Walker. Pass to Mejri. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Matthews against Walker. Now here's Bellinelli. D right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Matthews with the steal. From 12 feet out. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Walker finds Bellinelli. Here is Forbes, guarded by Barea. 5 to shoot. And again, San Antonio turns it over. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's San Antonio ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling my paint. Shaquille.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from J.J. Barea.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Mavericks trail by 9. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. And it's Mills in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. San Antonio's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Some body control shown by Mills, slamming on the brakes and pulling up for a soft J.
Barea, the pass to Barnes. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And that's now 8 points for Barnes.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Now here's Mills. Kicks to Gay for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Barnes left side. And it's off from three-point range. Gay against Barnes. Outside Aldridge. Here's Mills. To the inside. Here's DeRozan. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
His versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it. Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Aldridge. He kicks it to Gasol. And the pass to Mills. Spurs working the ball around now. They get it back. DeRozan, second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The feed to Barnes, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And now a moment to see the stats for Aldridge. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 23 points a game last year, 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Now here's Mills. He's got 7. Nice fadeaway to get over the top. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
That's where Aldridge burns defenses repeatedly. His mid-range game is so advanced and so polished, evidenced by that shot there.
And the Mavericks call time here. The one thing when you watch Patty Mills play, Brent, he is great at anticipating what is about to happen.
Well, it's obviously most noticeable when he's off the ball. A good sense of when to slip a screen or change pace a little bit to get some space. Very natural sense of spacing the floor and being set up for the three-point shot.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 11. Barea kicks to Doncic. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Gasol. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. DeRozan finds Gasol and finished off by Gasol.
Dare I say Gasol graceful on the dunk attempt? That's alliteration, Kevin.
Doncic passes to Barea. Here's Doncic, covered by Mills. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That is his first foul of the game. Smith checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Barnes, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Barnes has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Now here's Mills. 7 points in the game. Here's Aldridge. Smith with the defensive effort.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Here's Barnes. Offensive rebound. Nowitzki kicks to Doncic. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
He's perfect from the line this time. Mills with it. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Barnes, and it's good off the back rim and in. Barnes has got 10 points in just the second half. Now Mills. He has 7. Passes it to Aldridge. Kicks it to Gay. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And they pick up 2. Now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Pass to Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Aldridge has got 8.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Love when Nowitzki finishes with the dunk, showing some outstanding lift on that one.
And Mills kicks to Gay. To the wing right side. Aldridge with it. Picked up by Nowitzki. And it's Aldridge missing. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Gay against Barnes. To the inside. For the tie. And Nowitzki puts it in. Nowitzki's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
A different look for Dallas. Measury, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Dwight Powell comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Matthews in for Doncic. Here is Forbes, covered by Smith. And there's the call on Measury. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Walker, 11 points in the game. Pirtle, the pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock.
An area he must sharpen over time. Smith Jr. has the defensive skills, just needs to work on his will.
Pass to Powell. Barnes against Bellinelli. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And the Spurs with possession here. The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Walker dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Walker. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Over Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Walker. 11 points in the game. And there's the pass to Bellinelli. Over Barnes. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Smith finds Barnes. Here's Bertans for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Bertans got 8 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Matthews passes to Powell. Smith outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. It's stolen by DeRozan. Passes it to Bellinelli. Feeds to Poeltl. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
And have to defend better in the paint. They just let him set up way too deep.
Well, he's going to punish you down there if you're not more physical than he is, and look for them to go right back to that play.
Now here is Smith. Powell for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Walker's got 4 rebounds in this game. They get a hand on it. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle, here's Barnes, and it goes down 2 points. Barnes has got 19 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time. And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it. Not an elite player yet, but is emerging on a franchise caliber level and continues to improve and is strong and consistent really on both ends of the floor.
Mavericks trailed by 3. 1:33 left in the third. And Matthews kicks to Smith. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Greg with Barnes, beyond what he does on the floor, he does everything right off the floor.
Yeah, I mean, this organization just loves his intangibles and demeanor as a leader. Incredible work ethic that allows him to keep refining his game. Still very young and is growing into the player this team hoped he'd be.
For Dallas, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. J.J. Barea checked in for Dennis Smith.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. And here's Walker. 11 points in the game. And DeRozan kicks to Walker. Pass to Bellinelli. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Matthews. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
36 seconds left in the third. DeRozan's shot is off. Dallas has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Spurs shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. There's Innes, the pass to Walker. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here from 13. And he can't bank that one in. Tie game in San Antonio. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down there, let's get some stops.
Wow, imploring his guys to lock in, Greg, defensively.
The defensive intensity is going to be critical. The offense will come, but you need the defense to bring effort.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas, Matthews and Barnes, they're the wings. Mejri is out there with Powell, and it's Barea in at the 1 spot. Mavericks shooting reasonably well, 45%. The 3 from Barnes. Mejri tips it back in. Mejri's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Dallas.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Walker against Barea. Walker dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Walker. Shoots over Barea. Walker's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Jordan, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for Harrison Barnes. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Spurs trail by 3. Inside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from downtown. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
And here is Bellinelli. Following the 3 from Wesley Matthews, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Basket counts. Borea's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside DeRozan. To the paint. Powell with the steal. Now, here's Doncic. Bellinelli is covering. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pirtle, the pass to Mills. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
For a guy who makes his living behind the three-point line, Mills looks comfortable there, taking it inside.
Here is Borea. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Bertans kicks to Mills. The dish to Bellinelli. Pass to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas leading by 6. Matthews, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Outside DeRozan. Kicks it to Pirtle. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Patty Mills with the 3. Now it's just a 3-point Maverick lead.
For all the strides he's made in other parts of his game, Mills remains at his heart a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Now the pass to Powell. Inside, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Bellinelli. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
Yeah, and therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Pirtle. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Davis Bertans. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And Dallas also making a switch. Nowitzki's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Three-pointers have hurt them tonight, and he told his players, we've got to play them better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Borea. To the paint. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Barea kicks to Jordan. Down low. Shoots from 8. Nowitzki, no good. Spurs trail by 3. Now here's Mills. Outside Aldridge. Now here's Bellinelli. He's guarded closely. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Back to Barea. Over in the corner, Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Drains the 19-footer. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Back to Mills. Shoots. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Barea kicks to Matthews. Back to Barea. Jordan with it. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Doncic. The putback. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the New York Knicks.
And that game against the Wizards, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. A different look for Dallas. Harrison Barnes comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dennis Smith in for J.J. Barea. And so he hits both.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
And Bellinelli kicks to Gay. And Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Just 5 on the clock. Gasol finds Gay. Off target from the wing.
Shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
And that one is good. And that's now 21 points for Luka Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Mills. Now Bellinelli. To the inside. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Nowitzki's shot's good. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
You love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Gay scanning the floor. Back to Mills. Shot clock at 5. San Antonio again missing. Mavericks leading by 7. To the middle, the reverse. Gay with the block.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard swats that one away.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bellinelli. So it's the Mavericks now. No one covering. 23 points for Luka Doncic.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Outside Aldridge. He kicks to Gasol. Pass to Mills. Now here's Gay. 6 to shoot. And again, San Antonio turns it over. Outside Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Barnes against Gay. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Clock at 6. Gay with it. Headed now by Barnes. Gay misses.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Doncic, no good.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
Now, here's DeRozan. Hits the outside fadeaway.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Doncic with it. DeRozan defending. Smith for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
There's just no excuse to leave someone that wide open. Communication breakdown.
Spurs trail by 10. Got a piece of it. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And the dunk by Doncic.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Now here's DeRozan. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, what stellar work from Gasol there, throwing himself against the glass and doing whatever it takes to find a second chance opportunity.
Here's Smith. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Gasol. And here's Mills. Pass to DeRozan. Doncic with the steal. .116 left in the fourth quarter. Smith on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. That shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Jordan.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now, here is Smith, covered by Mills. Now, here is Smith. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, what do you think this team's identity is this season?
We just have so many guys that can score. It's going to be somebody's night every night, like I keep saying. But we're also, our half-court offense is getting a lot better.
The ball is moving around, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.